Oh! What up, mudluggers? Just dropping one of my many bikes off for an MOT down at Berts, and while I'm here, I think I am going to soup up, or at least try to soup up, with something I've bought, the Clark Scamps. Had to think outside the box for this one. Very hard to get parts and very hard to get expansion exhaust for Clark Scamps. So, I'll show you what I bought, and we'll soon find out if it's worked or not. Alright. So before I show you the toys I have bought for the Scamps, let's have a little look at this beast. It is an early 2000s Gen 2 Aprilia Pegaso 650. It's the 5-valve one with the Rotax engine. Very similar to the BMW Funduro, but better. So I'm going to get this all up and running. Unfortunately, it was in much better nick, but the wind took it and smashed it. So it's due an MOT. I'll get the little nicks and odds and sods done, get Bramblehead out on it. That cost me a grand total of 850 quid. It's safe to say that you can pick a lot of bike up for not a lot of money. And you're going to be seeing that because me and Paul have got a couple of challenges coming where we're not going to be spending a lot of money. Right, back to the Scamps. If you've been watching my last video with the Scamps, you will hopefully remember that little exhaust pipe seems to be the issue with the lack of power this little beast has got going up hills. I've lost a stone in weight, which is really going to help, but I need power. There's no way I can be pedalling up hills. As you can appreciate with the size of that exhaust, there ain't many out there where you can get an expansion exhaust. So me being me, went online and found me one of these. It is for a motorised bicycle. I have had some decent reports of them. They are proper cheap and cheerful, but you don't get much more of a motorised bicycle than that. So, the idea is, whip that bad boy off, and that should fit there like so. Hopefully, increasing my power to about 0.25 horsepower. So, I can't see you getting a much easier job than changing this exhaust. So much so, that I ain't going to wait for Paul, who by the way has whipped into town, to get his heel put back on his stilettos. He's not a cross-dresser, he's just short. Let's see if that'll go on there. Oh no, that don't quite fit. That don't quite fit. Right, what do we need? Okay. Let's have a little look, see. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm going to need just to Dremel out a little bit there and a little bit there. Shouldn't be too hard. I probably will wait for Paul because I don't know where he keeps his Dremel. Well, could you not get your shoes repaired?
Yeah, exactly that.
So he's going to have to wear his dress and pumps. So I don't know if you can see or whether it's not, it's going to focus, but that's how much. It's about a third of a hole. We've got a, say we, Paul, has got a Dremel out.
Dremel that out.
I'm very good with the wheeze.
These little exhausts, these little bananas, are going to actually create more of an issue than they solve, but we're all we can but try.
I hope they don't, because, you know, I'll be quite gutted if I've wasted a fiver. Bodget and Scarpa. I'm on tea making duty while Paul's grinding them out, but hope you can't hear me. I'm just in his showroom on some of the bikes he's got up for sale at the moment. If any of you are in the market for a classic bike, and some of them are absolutely stunning. I mean, have a look at this bad boy. XS Fiddler 650, XS 650, tracker styly. You've got what looks like a mint condition Himalayan 411 there. Royal Enfield Bullet, another Royal Enfield Bullet. I mean, look at that Norton. Oh, it makes me dump a bit of sex wee. Ducati BMW K75. I mean, that K75, look at, oh, just kicking crap. Look at the condition of that. Got your panniers on the back already. 32,000 miles. My missus has got to be chuffed that I'm skint, that's all I'm saying. So after your little bit of grinding, you know, because you are very well versed at grinder, do they fit?
Not yet, because I've got to grind it a bit more.
Paul, how many jobs have you got?
How many jobs have I got?
Yeah. One! You got one job!
One job. One job. And that's normally, unfortunately, that's keeping you in check rather than actually doing anything on the bike.
We've created a monster! Look at it! You're right about that ground clearance.
We'll get the Dynajet kit in that animal carb.
Oh mate, let's see if she runs.
Look at that.
Performance matters, Paul. Oh, let's hope she starts.
Oh, this is going to be the jolliest ride we've ever done. It's going to be brilliant.
Don't he look vegan? He looks so vegan.
This is not going to start straight away, mate. Let's shake that premix up.
Right, turn the fuel on.
Oh no, the exhaust is the least of our ground clearance problems. It's
yes.
the centre stands that's the bigger issue.
Do you remember how to start her?
Brilliant. No, not at all.
Pedal it.
Right, fuel on.
Yes.
It's on. Bit of choke.
Yeah, why not? Try not to wheelie.
I don't know, it might be difficult because of the weight of that sheepskin.
Oh, shit out. That is terrible, isn't it? Oh! Is that pedal?
With these, it can't be a chain come off. It must be something major that's broken.
Take 18.
This, but we might have to try and improve the brakes.
Was it me, or did she appear better?
No, she's pulling up that hill better than she did. Try it. Lee tells me he's lost a stone in weight, so we can no longer call him the fat puck. I've got
No, I didn't say that.
He can't have lost that much because he's still having to pedal and I didn't.
That's got 0 front right. I think she's better.
Let's go in and try the red one.
What do you reckon?
I think she is. I think she is, but it's difficult to tell though. When we say better, that's within reason.
Oh yeah. But she appeared to pull up that hill a little bit better.
It'd be interesting to see whether the red one, because the red one always went well, so it'd be interesting to see what the red one goes like with that pipe on. And we do need to put another gasket or something on that just to pack it out because it's tightening up and not sealing 100%. So we'll put some exhaust paste on it a little bit if need be.
But it's a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah, we'll have a bit more of a run and then we'll check the plug colour just to make sure that pipe hasn't affected the mixture too much.
Yep.
Which seems silly, it's not a race pipe, but it's still a 50cc2.
And then we've got a porter, upjetter.
Yeah, porter, upjetter. You know, K&M filters are about 10 horsepower. So
Just wait for
here we go. Red bike. And the quads. The raw quads, the bear-like quads of Lee Clark. It's made it worse. Sounds like she's gone backwards compared to the other one. She always used to go so much. She always went well, this one.
Bearing in mind he's at least 2 stone lighter than me. She's accelerating up the hill. Just looking at these bleeding things makes me crack up.
Right, GP, start braking there.
So it does feel like they've got a little bit more top end. And that's starting to warm up now by the sounds of it. Hill climbing, the black one's definitely a little bit better. Who's loving it?
I'm not convinced this pipe can help this one.
It's hard to say, I think top end seems a little bit better. Me and Paul have just taken them out for a quick test run. I haven't filmed it, I'm going to film the next one. It's promising. We got up to 30 mile an hour. We had the world's slowest race, where even the fat lad was gaining on him an inch every 100 yard.
That's not a bad colour, that. Maybe a little, but I think it is on the lean side.
But just before we got back here, I'm bogging out at about 1/4 to half throttle and getting a little bit of engine overrun. Paul seems to, yours seemed to be all right, didn't it?
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's yeah, I think it's just fine tuning now. I mean, the plug colours are good, mate. With digestive brown, which is where we want to be.
Right, so it seems to me that those £5 exhausts are an absolute winner. What Paul's suggesting, and I do not disagree with him, is whack a Bing carb on instead of the Amel carb and pull out the head, maybe, which would give us a little bit more. And you're talking about whacking a Pooch Maxi?
No, because I don't know whether it'll fit. But my part of me's thinking if we can get Pooch cylinder and head to fit, and it goes, which to be fair is a bloody long shot if I'm honest with you. But the porting in the Pooch Maxis is proven because the ones that we had.
I would be more inclined, and bearing in mind you're the mechanic and not me, if we was going to have a go at porting, I've got spare heads.
There is that. We've got plenty of spares with these, haven't we? So I could always try opening the ports up and just polishing them a bit.
And the more original we keep these bikes, the better, really.
So maybe let's go down that route. I've got that spare barrel, so we'll have a play with that and just see. It's not necessarily, I think the exhaust ports are a horrendous shape and they're not uniform. So I think we need to balance that out and then just polish up the exhaust and transfer ports, which will help fuel transfer.
Basically, what I'm saying is that why I'm coming up with these suggestions is that means he's got to do the work. Clever, isn't it? What are you thinking with that bad boy?
Mate, I'm tempted to just chuck this on and see if it does, see if it improves the flow. It's just a better carb. But these just flow better. We could just get a little filter on there.
Your little filter. Give it a crack.
Huh?
Give it a crack.
We'll have to. I just think it would be a better option. I think it's a better car.
Right. Explain to the viewers as if they're me.
Well, basically, everything on this is it's cast iron, and it's all very, very rough, as you can see. And then the transfer ports aren't even the same shape. They're not symmetrical. The exhaust port is just, it narrows down, and it's also not even level. It's just it's a weird shape. So basically, if we, not going to do any major porting or anything like that, I'm not a two-stroke tuner, but I know that we should at least even out the exhaust port and smooth it out, with the transfer ports, use the gaskets as bases and basically even them out and just smooth out the transfer so that the fuel air mixture gets up there better. And then see if that helps at all. And with those exhausts, and we'll put those Bing carbs on, the Bing carbs will be roughly in the correct jet-wise, because they're meant for a 50cc anyway. And then we can just adjust needle height and
Good thing is as well, if you bugger that thingy up.
You've got plenty.
No, I was going to say we can throw it at a cyclist.
Yeah.
Paul has, I'm not going to say bastardised.
Bodged on.
It's not bodged on.
Bodged on a Bing.
Bodged on a Bing. A little bit more tape that we use than we'd like to, but it's on there. And it's going to be interesting to see if that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Pimped up Scamp. Leaky tap. How the fuck are these going to make 1,000 miles?
I know. I mean, I can't even guarantee. There's every chance that filter's going to choke the hell out of it. We might have to run it without a filter. Or maybe back to the whole stocking thing, but will this be enough?
What's your feeling?
I don't have any feelings, mate.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're such a butch vegan. That's promising. That was promising.
You tried. Nothing's leaking out of it, so the float seems to be doing all right. I'm not going to put the choke on. There we go. Plunge it up. Let's try it without the choke, and then if need be, we'll put the choke on.
It didn't like starting earlier either.
No, it didn't. It might be that air filter foam is too much.
Yeah, but once it got running, it was all right.
Let's see what we got. Is that throttle? Does it open if I
Go on. Yep.
down?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Let's try that. Not sure. I think it needs to be more of a bit of a proper run. Pressure them on and see where we can go with it.
So like a mungo, I've left my bash out at home after I picked the truck up. So Paul's gone off, I've stuck the speedo in his pocket, hoping when that warms up, it's going to top out a little bit more than 30, because we hit 30.1 miles an hour on our first test run. And I overtook him on the black one, me being the fat lad. So the exhaust pipes definitely worked in our favour. Took us up some big hills, did have to pedal, but there's a difference between assisting the bike and pedalling up a hill. So if he comes back now with a big cheesy grin on his head, I'm going to order up some Bing carburetors, I think, and we'll go from there. Should really have stuck a Insta on him, but, you know, they'll be thinking ahead and stuff. Is he going to be smiling or not? How was it?
It definitely needs some setup time, but it did. It felt like it was going quicker. I haven't checked your phone yet.
Pull her out that pocket.
So it could be optical audio illusion, shall we say? Because it felt it felt really crisp.
Oh, we have gone up by 0.3 of a mile an hour. 30.3 miles an hour.
Ultimately, then I think it's probably going to be more sorting the barrel out than a carb replacement.
Now, did you speed going downhill?
No, I didn't. I held the brakes on all the way down because I didn't want to get erroneous readings of the mileometer.
So, porting with the Bing carb and the new thing.
No, I don't necessarily think the Bing carb, and the fact that we've not got any better top ends, it's questionable whether it felt better going up East Hill Road, to be honest. I didn't have to pedal that much first time round. I didn't have to pedal much at all then either, but I did need to a little bit. So I'm thinking maybe we'll look at squish and we'll look at porting for reliability rather than performance, but pull.
Just need enough to get up a hill.
I think that carb is not as smooth as what the ammo is. I know that's not set up or anything, but the ammo, it ticks over and all that sort of stuff, whereas it doesn't with that. So
that's why we try these things, Paul.
Yeah, I don't think we're gaining anything from the Bing carb, but it was worth a go.
So, pretty much done for the day. The Bings didn't really seem to have a great effect Did they?
No, not enough to warrant them, and painfully trying. Admittedly, in the Bing's defence, there was no setting up. We literally put it on with all the jet it has for a Pooch Maxi, but I don't think they're going to give us that much of an advantage on performance and pulling, even after loads of setting up time. So,
my biggest thing is I just want to be able to climb a hill with minimal pedalling.
yeah.
I don't like
Which
cycling.
sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But it's such an important thing. If we can do as little pedaling as possible, even if we're crawling up at 5 miles an hour, if we're not having to pedal, it's going to make the journey easier for us.
That exhaust has definitely made a little bit of difference to the black one. If you get to work with your porting and stuff like that, or polishing.
Well, yeah, and use that term loosely because I'm not a two-stroke tuner, but yeah, we can do the basics just to tidy up what's there, because it's very, very rough casting. There's no finesse about it at all. So if we could just tidy up what's there, it may have a bit of a benefit to it.
Then we need to figure out a charging system, so I can keep all my drones, batteries and all that sort of stuff charged.
And then we need to make sure we can at least get around the island problem-free.
That would be a good start, considering we've got the best part of 1,000 miles to do. And time is running out. We have literally got, how long?
Couple of months.
Nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that will swallow up quickly, won't it? So we need to know that at the beginning of May, we need to know that we've got everything ready to do the trip. Because,
And we've got to be able to do it with kit.
Yeah.
Have we bitten off more than we can chew on this one?
Possibly, but I think that's part of the attraction.
We've not. We're going to smash it. Just look. Just look. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, the red one's not in shot because the side stand snapped.
Oh. Anyway, short and sweet. Weren't a lot of riding footage, but that don't matter. Until next time. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.